This is the Padua Podcast Network.
Running a Fever, episode 282.
Shattering the Yo-Yo.
Obesity and health insurance. Previously on Running a Fever, I had my first visit with Angela, my new dietitian. Could be, I told her about this 6 meal a day thing, and she's, yeah, that's fine. I'm eating it with a Cabot cheese now that's a habanero cheddar. It's more of a white cheddar, but the habanero kind of makes it not so white. I think it's about 110 calories per ounce. And then I asked her about meal replacement shakes. She said she would rather me, because I've been having it for lunch because it's easy. I'm at work. I want to work through lunch so I can get home early. So, I just have one of those shakes and I can drink that while I'm working. And you're only, have a 600 calorie, 700 calorie, 800 calorie lunch. And you're only going to use 300 calories that afternoon. Well, the rest of it gets stored. That's one of the benefits of eating many small meals. You have just what you need for the next couple of hours, and then you have another meal. She also suggested Smart Balance for substitute for butter, and I found that to be good. Tastes just as good to me, and it's about a third the calories, I think. Mayonnaise with olive oil is half the calories of the regular mayonnaise, which is amazing because I like mayonnaise on, like hamburgers, sandwiches, stuff like that. So it's always good to have an option that I can still use there. She did recommend a multivitamin, and I've been doing that for a while. She said that I know that would have helped when I was only getting 600 calories per day. And when I started taking the multivitamin, I immediately felt the difference. Generally, when I walk 3 times a week, and that's pretty much a routine for me. My strength workouts are pretty much the same too. So I've got to build some variety in. I really like to get a bike. I've been doing some ab exercises, some that I just have known all my life, and others that are I'm getting from a pretty decent YouTube channel. The period when I was consulting with a dietitian on a regular basis was a good learning time for me. That was really what it was all about. So after a while, I really felt like the sessions were not as valuable to me. If you're taking lessons on doing anything, there comes a time when you have to evaluate whether you're using your time valuably. Anyway, I'm still using Smart Balance and olive oil mayonnaise like I was back when I recorded that episode, number 47. And every now and then I find a healthier food alternative that costs me nothing in flavor at all. These are 2 examples. Recently, I tried some sugar-free Reese's peanut butter cups, and they taste just as good as the real thing. There are quite a bit of calories in there, though, because there's chocolate and fat and all kinds of stuff like that. So I need to probably do some more research. Be careful with those. Even though they're sugar-free, they're not calorie-free. One valuable thing I've learned from this episode is another exercise I can do at home. I think at this time I still did not have a gym membership, so it's a good point in the series for that. So I'm going to try some of the ab exercises. Okay, it's September 25th, and this week I've missed exercise a few times, and I'm also not counting calories or weighing myself every day. And these are foundational keys to success, I think. And binding them all together is the power of habit. That's why it's so important to just get on the stationary bike, no matter how long I use it, and to pick up the weights on my resistance training days, no matter how much lifting I do. Today I'm at 281 pounds, significantly heavier, but my weight has fluctuated wildly this week. One day I was down 8 pounds. In the 4th week, 2 pounds lost per week. And today I'm 7 pounds up, almost 2 pounds gained per week on average. It's a long trudge to a healthy weight, and I need to keep putting more weeks into the average to get a good trend going. So today I weighed myself and I got back on the bike, and I'll count my calories and trudge on. In other news, I had my annual biometrics measurement at work this week, the main significance of which is that I know some stats about myself. But this is how my company decides to give me a fat tax, is what we kind of call it around work. It's presented as a discount, but they give you a discount for doing it, so everybody does it. So it's effectively penalizing you for obesity and your health insurance payments. Now, my BMI is 38, almost 10 points over the allowed level, so I will be paying the fat tax this year. I haven't been calculating my BMI, and my scale is still not giving me that info. But based on what happened in 2018, I have a pretty good idea of what my weight should be. No doubt I have lost some of the muscle mass gained back then, but I'm not too concerned about it. And I plan on increasing my resistance training. There is still a lot of work to do. That's one thing I learned. And finally, we've reached our 4-year anniversary. Wow! Thanks for listening and making this a fun and enlightening and valuable exercise for me. And I hope we have many more years to come. And so I hope you got something out of this. And until next time, if you got the fever, keep it. If you don't have it, catch the fever. And I'll talk to you next time on Running a Fever.